See, Tom Thurston, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinn Wan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill DeVault, Doug King, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted That For, The Experimentator Man, All-American Antilla, GPS, Paso Robo, Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery's. The problem is that the story and truth that you depict, David, Perlita, Harry, Pickens Street, Jamaica Street, the truth that you guys claim is the real truth, or how the world operates, is why the world is failing, not succeeding. It means you're a liar, David. You're a criminal. And I'll put it to you simply this way, because you want to supposedly be the law, but what you're doing, what you claim is the truth and what you guys have done, is why there's chaos and, it's not working correctly. So I'm going to put it to you this way. 6, 4, 2, 1, 3. Okay? Families of 6. Those of families of 6 that you guys abuse. But then see why we say Blue Angels, 6 airplanes, then we have helicopters, all this other stuff going on, okay? And East Coast Negro and the African Americans claim to be God with the Egyptians or Africa or whatever. It's a lie. It's confusion to get something that's not theirs. But let me put it to you this way. 6. So we have the 6 families or whatnot. But then you have Jonestown, Branch Davidians, Havens Gate, there's 3, and then Bloods, Crips, MS-13, there's another 3, that's 6. Okay, what other groupings are common like that cause problems, David? Then we have the Carnies, Country and Western, Cowboys and Indians. We have the All-American story, Ghetto Life, right? You guys just keep adding it on. This is all the stuff that you guys boasted about. We got Hillbilly Squads. We have the Chair Rapist, the Barnyard Rapist, Blue Room Rapist, you guys McDonald's flaunt, making fun of stuff. Bed bugs, lice, LGBT, crab louse. This is the story you all live. So the story in which you're repeatedly depicting, in which that you, DJ Dave, Ballamorad, or Perlita, or Harry, as you guys create your special Masonic children, Pickens Street, Jamaica Street, and lie, is the reasons why it is failing, because you guys killed those that it belonged to, or you guys abuse or hold them hostage. The more problems that you create, GPS, Paso Robo Knight, and Harry and Joe, as you keep asserting that your showboaty show-off is so great as to why you rule the earth, is the reasons why your leadership is failing the earth, because you guys didn't respect what was said in by Joe. Joe just went and said, we could do whatever we fucking want. All-American, they're following your lead, All-American Attila. But it's not the right one, and then your name swapping, all that stuff, Perlita. You cause more problems for yourselves as you all try to tell the military or other entities to control them, to control everything. How many military branches are there? Then we also got FBI, CIA, NSA, a bunch of groups of police. Your racism is the problem, All-American. Country and Western Joe. You're singling out to prevent certain people from gaining positions in the military or jobs is the problem, All-American. That's why you guys have a bunch of homeless and all these other problems. Your 3 social classes, 3 basic religions. Let's just say Christian, Judah, and Muslim. There's 3. Okay, we got another 6. All by the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys haven't known anything other than war. And to break that psychological condition is like going to be damn near impossible. Especially when you guys keep introducing more problems, asserting certain groups should be God, and you sitting there staring at the fucking wall, hoping and praying that was going to be the fucking one. You guys, this is the 3rd or 4th time you've run this stint, and it's the same people who fuck it up there. Harry, Joe, and 61 Amphibious Base Man. That's why you guys all look kind of dumb. Because you guys keep trying to go against war against me or the military, and it's not working. How about minding your own business and not running a torture chamber would have been one that we would have never started, Joe, because it means they're hiding and covering up stuff for you, Joe, and then introducing more problems to make themselves famous. How many Olympic gold rings are there? See, the problem is that a lot of you came running either into here, Texas, or whatever after certain incidences and getting in people's business to set up your own businesses, which creates more chaos, David. Confusion. So your story, David and Perlita, Bernard LaChance of LaCarney, Eve LaFag of LaFreeman, when you run your ghetto gangster gang or whatever and profess with, you know, the 70s style motion that you run, that you're some military victory or victor or hero, makes you a failure, and it proves what your story is more damaging to the world. It's chaotic. It means that your guys' leadership is failing. So any good military, like I said, Bernard, is going to predict your guys' story, pick a street to make a street through the conflicts, and then learn how to circumvent or move around them while you tell your crappy story, all American. Because if your story was stable, it would have never collapsed in the first place. Therefore, your programming is shaped, Bernard, so you can get your bride and get laid, which is typical for most certain men. So what? It doesn't make you God, it makes you a fucking idiot. It makes you a racist moron. So they let you run it, Bernard. But, like the Royal Knight said, there'll be no peace. Well, he doesn't want peace because he knows he's the one that stole the shit. It's stripped it all away while you guys run your menagerie. Who cares about what your play or your dramatic performance is going to be, Bernard, when the ones who are actually doing the work, like your military and those service members, are going to ultimately, in the end, get to tell the story? Who gives a fuck about what your truth is? We got $19 trillion of debt in a drug war for your rainbow candy fag union down there and the hillbilly squads to answer for their story of their truth. It turned into a piece of shit. And look at all the family members and children they infected with that shit. So you could destroy me, the one, call me the failure and guilty, but it didn't help you. Oh, did it? It prevented, you said you guys wanted to prevent since I was such a big danger and a threat, Bernard, Harry, Joe, Bernard, Roble Knight. It prevented me from doing something which is going to prevent you guys doing something 3 or 4 fucking times in a row. And then fucking with Brian and everybody else. It means you're a dumb shit, Bernard. It means you guys moved in on other people's shit out here and stole it and fucked it all up. And then you sit there and run around, like I said, the world and the nation and other countries and telling everybody how badass you are, like Cowboy Hillbilly Boy who fucked it all up anyway. It means you're a coward, Bernard. Harry, Joe, Ellery. You can't win a war. You guys don't know how. You make everybody else do it for you. And then you guys want the glory and the credit for it. Because I guess you guys were the first to crack the oyster and begin the experimentation where you shouldn't have. Either way, that guy's trying to become the hero savior of the earth of a man or a child that never fucking liked him because he knew he fucking killed him. Stripping away my reality. I'm not gonna like you. Not especially, hey, Bernard, when you keep calling me an alien or an illegal or you're not American. Who gives a fuck? I'm helping your military, dude. I'm helping your police officers and your Coast Guard, all those families that actually deserve it. Those children that you guys fucking victimized. That's the story, dude. Who gives a fuck what you're trying to prove, Bernard, with Dave and Perlita and them as you guys run back and forth to your expensive cottages or mansions? Who gives a fuck? It's all half of it's ran by dirty money anyway, you guys' drug regime. And then you guys turn around and tell everybody how to live about how great you all are. Poof, Dave, poof. Killed the wrong people, Dave. They didn't put the Hiltons there or the Bowmans or the Kennedys to be your personal target to win war, dude. Or the Millers, or me, or the Imes, or the Schwartzes, or any of them. You just sit there and fucking draw off of it because you're a fucking coward that didn't want to go to fucking school. Because your daddy there fucking tolerates that shit. Says, oh, you don't have to, we'll just imprint the memory. That's why you guys are all fucked up, because you guys came out here stealing shit. I told you guys that fucking piece of shit that he said in wasn't gonna fucking work. Don't do it. And of course, dumb shit Carney did. And now you guys are all fucked up and then you're racism, run the other way. So they're letting you guys tell your story, your war story, your cowboy country and western Indian story, Joe. Oh, 1, 2, 3 times in a row as the Negroes hacked and, we're on our way to the Golden, back to the Elton Negro Golden. That what? He fried everybody in and set Nightmare in and fucked you all up. And then you want to place me with those guys, Joe? Go fuck yourself. That's why it is all fucked up, because you allowed it, Bernard, Harry. That's not civil rights. They're losing the war. So be careful, Stanley and Joe. Chopper Command Atari. But Ellery wanted to be the yacht commander. And so the Navy has, and the Air Force, and those guys, your military branches, have control of what? Land, water, and sea. Why wouldn't you all support their cause and, like I said, make their lives easier instead of sending them to war all the fucking time and making life miserable? So they let Ellery command the sea, but he sucked at it because he didn't remember what was underneath him. He didn't pay attention too much to what was going on around him, above him. You guys sure fought over their stuff, though, the base and the aircraft and all that. I think that's all, Joe, ever since they've landed a helicopter out there, that's all you guys have ever been fighting over. Or a plane. Still all this time, a helicopter. And so the military and the Coast Guard, they got you guys. And I commend them. And their children and their daughters and their brothers. It's just, why? You guys fought over it, didn't care about anything else. As you guys, like I said, they watched you guys strip our home to death, Bernard. You guys didn't even take into account that it was the whole group of them, the airplanes, the ships, the submarines going up and down the west and east coast, Texas, that was putting all that nice stuff in the first place. You guys just thought it happened like magic. So that's the cost, Bernard, when you run around with your about how great you think you fucking are and your bullshit story. Because some of those fathers who did the work, who actually, had relatives that you guys fucked over, set it in to make sure, Bernard, that those of you who stole it would be revealed and exposed for who you really are in the future, no matter fucking what kind of verdict you got in a courtroom.